Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing y'all how to make this tray that is inspired by one that I saw at Anthropologie that cost a whole lot more than this tray is going to cost to make. So you need a wooden tray. I got mine at Hobby Lobby for $5.99 and used a coupon. Some silver paint, gold paint, white paint, which is optional, but we'll go into that later. Fabric of your choice, and then you'll also need masking tape, Mod Podge glue, and then scissors and X-Acto knife, things like that. So what I started off doing was taping off the top part of the tray and then also the inside of the handles, because what we're going to do is we're going to paint the outside of the tray first. Okay, so this is what it looks like when I had it all taped off. I've just protected the top edge and the inside of those handles. Okay, now it's time to paint the outside. I used a spray paint for this. You don't have to use a spray paint. You can use a metallic finish acrylic paint and just brush it on. I just felt like spray painting was easier, and then bonus, I already had the can of spray paint, so it was less money that I actually had to spend putting this project together. So just sort of spray paint the outside edges of your tray. And then it's time to just carefully remove the tape after you've let that silver paint dry. Okay, now I'm using my gold paint to paint the inside walls of the tray and then also inside the handles and then very carefully along the top edge. I used a gold leaf for this. Again, it was what I had on hand. You don't have to use a gold leaf. You can use just a gold acrylic paint, but the gold leaf is so shiny in real life. It's gorgeous. I almost wish I'd had a silver leaf to do the outside parts of the tray because this is so crazy metallic. You don't have to be too careful when you're painting the inside walls, but when you get to this top edge part, do be really careful just kind of brushing that on so that you don't make extra work for yourself by getting your gold paint onto where your silver paint is. Okay, this next step is optional. You don't need to do this if the fabric that you're using is a dark colored fabric. But since mine has bits of white in it, I did need to do this. And I'm just using white acrylic paint and painting the inside of the tray so that my fabric is still going to be nice and bright and white through there. Then I just trimmed my fabric down approximately to size. Okay, I left my fabric a little bit bigger than it needed to be because I would rather have some overhang to deal with than accidentally cut it too small and have exposed white underneath or sticking out of the sides. And then I took my Mod Podge and I put down a very thin layer of it into the bottom of the tray. And I used the Mod Podge that is the hard drying one. I wanted it to be a little bit firmer than a typical Mod Podge, but you can use whatever you've got on hand. Mod Podge is always great no matter which formula you're using. And I just laid down my fabric very carefully. I was really careful of the edges so that nothing was on there crooked. And then I used my ruler to sort of smooth down and make sure that I didn't end up with any large bumps or wrinkles or anything like that in the fabric. And if you use that thin layer of Mod Podge, the fabric is really repositionable for the beginning part. Then after it dried, I took an X-Acto knife and trimmed away the excess along the sides. I will say that I wish that my X-Acto knife had been sharper because it would have been easier. Then after I've removed the excess, I went in and I sealed it with Mod Podge, and I did several coats. So painting on a coat, letting it dry, and then going in, I think I did like 3 or 4 coats. You want to just protect it as best you can. And I will put a link down below to the particular trays that these are inspired by. These were pretty loosely inspired, but I really love how it looks. It just adds a nice little pop of color and it's very functional. and I really, really like it. So if you guys have requests for other decor hacks that you want me to try to hack or replicate or something like that, leave me a comment down below and I would love to do that for you guys. If you are new to my channel, I'd love to have you stick around. If you will subscribe down below, you would make me so very happy. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me know what kind of videos you guys want to see, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!